How does that happen other than lazy writing? They needed that window to be broken so the hunter could die because of the window.
The Running Man. That's what we
I'm not
watched
going to
today.
repeat it. I have no desire to see this movie ever again.
And now you know where he
I
stands
mean,
with it. Very early, you just cut to the chase.
split screen.
Split screen. Movie talk. The Running Man. That's what we saw today.
Yes.
And this is kind of one of our actual after the movies where we're going right into it.
We just saw it, what, 30 minutes ago, and then
Yeah.
we got some delicious Wendy's Biggie Bags.
That's right.
Uh,
A better experience than this movie. Eating.
yeah.
Hey, so, if you haven't heard The Running Man, the old one was Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a Stephen King short novel. This is what, their second time around?
Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
30 years later. 30? Is it 30?
I don't know.
80. The first one came out in 87, 88?
I was 3 or
like that.
4, so I have no clue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
89.
if I had to base it off of watching this movie, if I go watch the old one, is the old one better? Would you say the Arnold Schwarzenegger one is way better than this one?
Absolutely.
Well, there you
Absolutely. There's
go. Go find that for cheap. Don't spend money on the ticket.
no. What's the new Running Man about? If you need help with the synopsis, it's right here. We have
There's nothing to talk about. There's a show. It's called The Running Man. You win some money if you survive being reported by the public and killed by some goons and the police. You can make up to $1 billion if you do. We've got our main character here. He's a cool dude, nice guy, just wants to do stuff for his family. He's
his
down and
daughter's
out.
sick with pneumonia.
Yeah, he's been blacklisted from jobs because he keeps calling out the powers that be, and
He has anger issues.
yeah, anger issues, and this is his only way to make money. So he tries out, he gets on, and it's his story.
And he's chased for 30 days.
That's right.
That's the deal. He gets to run for 30 days.
Yeah.
The whole country, what little we saw of it,
Yeah.
is against him. And
Except they aren't.
I have no idea. They weren't really, they weren't part of the fabric of this movie other than props. The people around were just props.
Well, let's get into it. 3 things. Liked, didn't like, hated.
I'm going to start with number 1. So this is a spoiler
Yes.
show.
It's
So
always
if you
spoilers.
haven't seen it yet, I don't care. My number 1 most hated thing, because my list is all hate. There's no love in this movie at
Shame.
all.
Shame.
Even the butt shot, which was shot from far away for no reason at all. It should have been a close up. Should have been longer. It should have been doorman close or roofman.
So
Roofman.
you've seen some
Doorman.
stack a little bit at certain angles as he's climbing.
But I'm gonna say my number 1 hated thing is the lazy ass writing, and I have the perfect example when at the end, our hero, anti-hero, is fighting the head hunter on a plane, gets kicked back. Ben kicks the other guy, knocks him into one of the windows on the plane, and his head breaks the window on a jet. Sorry, a jet.
Private jet. Technologically advanced AI Tesla jet.
How does that happen other than lazy writing? They needed that window to be broken so the hunter could die because of the window. That was it. That was the whole reason. And windows don't break by heads in planes, in jets. No. So, hey, stupid. Edgar Wright, you need to stop. I guess
Cease and desist.
I guess you blew your load on your other great movies, because this, you should be embarrassed, and I hope you are embarrassed. Number two, the lead had no charisma. He was there. He wasn't smart. He didn't figure things out. He just went where the script told him to go, from this place. Then he stopped in this place. Then he stopped in this place. And then at the end, he magically appears where he needs to appear yet again in the movie. And it literally just stopped right there. What was the point of that? Horrible. The guy has no acting in his eyes. He He's good looking, extremely good looking, because they did have a shirtless scene for extended time. But that's about as far as it went for charisma for me. He was in Top Gun Maverick,
Mhm.
and I do like that movie. Surprisingly, he played the bad
Yeah.
the. But that's
So he had more range in that, or was he still kind of
no,
the
he was the
same?
exact same.
Oh,
He
okay,
was the
never
exact
mind.
same. And number three, there's like I'm going through a whole index of what sucked about this movie. Oh, the fact that there was no Maria Conchita Alonso in it. In the first one, she's the hot Latina who discovers Ben Richards is actually not the guy the media is telling him and gets thrown in the game with Schwarzenegger. And she's just a side character, but she brought a lot to it versus the side character that they introduced in the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Their,
Amelia.
their version of Maria is a piece of wet toast. She has no charisma. She has no purpose to be there. She could have left at any time. There was no stakes. We weren't afraid for her. We were. She wasn't. She didn't play off of Ben like Maria did with Schwarzenegger in the original one. Mm, Met a loss. So mine, three hates. I can't give you a good anything good about it. It was ugly. It was poorly written. It was poorly acted. The action's boring. So yeah, that's it. That's my three with some rants.
That's right. He loved it.
Yeah,
Greatest movie.
greatest movie ever. Now, what is yours?
Oh, let's see.
I'll be quiet because I'm interested in hearing this. You're much more
For an
geek.
action movie, there was barely any action. And the action we did get was just really poor. Um, we were looking at some trivia or something or some information, and apparently this movie got reshot to add more or better action. And I don't know where that went. It makes me wonder what the original cut was like for this movie about this man running for his life, having to fight when really he's not doing anything. Part of it, he's in a truck and he throws out some like car tools. There's another one. I mean, there's no real fight in the hotel. He's just running. There's no real fight at the farmhouse. He has the little spar off with the one hunter, which is really stupid because they're in the middle of nowhere. No one knows where this guy is. They hit this button to alert the hunters and the cops. And so they get there blazingly fast, but one hunter's already in this secret underground tunnel. For some reason, they have a little fight, which, by the way, you kind of get the idea that everyone's just working for the big man because they are not trained. They don't seem like they're trained anything. It seems like they got cool, meta glasses, and maybe that's helping them aim or something. I don't know. They can't aim either. They miss the man every time he's running. They pretty much have to kill you with a headshot. I don't know if that's in the contracts because they seem like they do that
They
a
did
lot. They
that
go
multiple times.
and they
Yeah.
headshot him. So just if it's gonna be an action movie, it needs to be better than this. I keep thinking I could just go back and watch Crank and have a more fun adrenaline fuel ride that's gonna be interesting versus this. Two, gosh, the messaging, man. I understand, there's a method to this idea of evil executives and money and the rich people and this is the dystopian future and the rich people are so bad and they don't understand how the poor are. And I mean I saw Locked and Locked was even more disgusting than this, surprisingly, for me in terms of its messaging. I could stand Locked. But for this it didn't do anything because one, you have a character that's not involved in it, and I guess that's somewhat similar. It was a revolutionary thing. He kind of fell into it in the
Mhm.
book. Um, but it doesn't really mean much when the main character's not, there's nothing in his DNA about it. He hates things, but he's not really carrying it. Then we get Michael Cera's character and then the Apostle character, and they just kind of show up out of nowhere to assist them in the middle of nothing with no real finding him to just kind of help him carry this torch of revolutionary stuff. There's even the part where Michael Cera is going to take pictures for him for something, and then he brings down like an anarchy symbol, and then he
Ugh.
brings down like a resistance, and it's just so
Back to one battle. Oh my
yeah,
God.
it's really
Dumb.
badly done and heavy-handed. So that's number two. Number three, I was just kind of bored. I don't want to be bored in an action movie. Towards the end when it picks up and he's actually fighting, it gets a little bit better, but even at that point, it's so contrived. I mean, there's the big what? There's the big chase scene. No, oh, not that chase scene. Not the one with him in the trunk.
No, just where they're walking, going down the highway and nothing's happening.
Yeah, so there he finds this girl, Amelia. He gets in her car. They fabricate this message about how she's hostage because everything's a lie. The big corporation is lying and making AI copies of fabricated videos and whatnot. And they're being chased, but not chased. It's just there's the camera balls that are like following them and nothing's happening, and they're just having this big conversation about, how the media is just running messages to make people hate each other and all this sort of stuff, and nothing's happening until this militia truck shows up, which there's a lot of contrived. I don't know. Three is there's a four. I guess I should say there's
Yeah,
a four.
no, there's more than
For
four.
the Deus Ex Machina levels of insanity is too much. Too much stuff happens. And to my point where I was at was this militia truck shows up and it has like sirens on it, I guess. And for some reason, her AI car assumes it's an emergency vehicle and then just pulls over
Eh.
just to stop them for this moment that actually isn't even a threat to them. It's yet another way to show how bad the CEO guy is because he'll twist and turn and kill anyone. So these militia guys get out. They try to stop, Ben. Not because he's even bad or he's the running man, but because they painted this horrible picture about him being this
When did that happen?
welfare like king with his like
Literally, that's like probably 60 seconds out of this 2 hours and something run movie. And we're supposed to believe at some point that everybody's against when they don't even show it. It just organically happens somewhere in the background and comes forward for no reason.
Well, they say it in the very beginning when Bobby T is explaining like who the people are, how they're crappy, and
It's so short.
yada yada. And everyone just buys it. And I guess because the show's been running forever, this is just what they expect. I mean, this is the last run.
Running forever, huh?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So the CEO guy kills the guys trying to stop this guy that they think they're helping, well, helping with getting rid of or stopping, and there's just not much to it, guys. Actually, I don't even know if there's even more to say. Like, it's bad, but it's not worth anyone's time or even more time in this review, to be
And
honest.
definitely not worth a rewatch. It's an ugly movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing pretty about it. I know that they're presenting a dystopian future, but I don't know. The Postman had a better dystopian future. This was just ugly. This colors were drab,
Yeah.
which seems to be the standard now for action movies. Bland coloring
Yeah.
thrown in with a splash of in living color,
I guess so.
which is another negative.
And then also, so the guy that did this made with Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. The little comedy they try to throw in here is so bad. There's just nothing funny. Wow me with the action, make interesting
I
chase
think it
scenes.
thought it was funny too, didn't it?
A
It
lot of
sometimes-
movies think they're funny.
But this one, I think that they actually thought that they were being amusing
Mm-mm.
along the way.
I don't know. There was a girl in the
Like-
movie theater who was just giggling away at almost every little thing.
But like when the guy from In Living Color was on there, I think they thought that was funny. Michael Cera, I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Michael
He
Cera.
was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the comic relief character.
None of that worked.
No.
His mother, not funny, but she was
They
supposed
thought
to
she
be
was
funny.
supposed to be funny. Yeah.
You're right.
The
I didn't
story
even
about the
think
hot
about
dogs.
that.
Don't ask him about the hot dogs. And then the hot dogs led
What was
into
the
like a
point
whole
of that?
presentation about his dad that lasted, I think, like a good 3 minutes.
What was the point? So he's originally told, don't ask about the hot dogs. He asks about the hot dogs, and the guy's like, oh, I don't mind.
Yeah.
So why even bring it up earlier and say, oh, you don't want to stay away from hot dogs?
Because it's supposed to be funny.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was supposed to be funny, that whole thing. But really, once again, it was yet another way to shoehorn the messaging about fighting the power because his dad was a cop. And then police got privatized. So then they all ran over to be under the broadcaster,
This
but
was
he
a
didn't want to be a cop anymore.
Stupid script.
Yeah.
I can't believe someone said, "Yeah, this is what we're going for." I wonder if they almost were writing it daily, like on some movies these days,
Possibly.
because they seemed like they were making it up as they were going along.
It does seem that way. And you kind of know it's bad because they had to redo the action. Like, this is primarily something that feels like it should be an action movie. And if they went through it the first time and the action was bad, that lets you know everything else about it. It's horrible because you could do a movie with just cool scenes, cool shots, cool action, cool fighting, and barely any story. And it'd probably be 100 times better than what they delivered us, minimum, because it didn't do anything. It was low marks. It was D's and F's on every aspect that
The
was being.
sin of being boring.
Yeah.
That's $100 million to be boring.
And also, I always talk about it. I'm talking about the family aspect. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I don't care. I don't care about this fake family anymore. If you care about people's families, there's real people to empathize with to have families, not fake characters online.
Better ways of doing it than the way you did it. Though we at the beginning we got to meet his family, and the rest of it was just when they wanted to kind of bring it back during a scene, he would mention my daughter.
Or get a flashback.
Not even good flashbacks, but
Yeah, she was like off and slow, like it was AI
weird.
generated. People don't make it out of biscuit. It just like went out.
So let's end this because there's no reason to talk.
I don't
long on this.
recommend it.
You don't recommend it?
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
nothing redeeming for you, huh?
No.
So if you were put in a room with this
Gosh. This question.
and bodies
Bodies, bodies.
wins, huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because
At least bodies only cost a couple of million versus this piece
it's
of
also
crap.
not 2 hours. What's with everything being
2
over 2 hours? This movie could have really used some help from being less than 2 hours.
94 minutes max.
And we didn't need the other runners either. Or if you're going to have the runners, at least do something cool where like they're all running, they meet up, and then something happens, then they have to break, and then that like
just props. They
Yeah.
were just props.
Because there was a flow to the way they cast, and that needed to be crammed down our throats. So the anonymous TV show
In living color.
conspiracy guy could let us know.
I guess that was because remember the Running Man? That was a dance, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Back in 1990, 89 to 91.
This would have been a more entertaining show if that was the entire show. Just people running man
think so.
for as long as they could for like days. Can you survive?
Well, I do not recommend it either.
All right.
I think this is I'm disappointed. I could have done better things with my time today.
I agree.
So anyway, let's end this.
Let's wrap it up. So, did you guys like The Running Man? Should you be running away from this movie? I think we said yes.
How is it versus the Schwarzenegger Running Man?
Yeah.
Which I think was 85 now. Versus today, you can see this is a perfect study. Action movies of the 80s versus action movies of the 2020s.
A lot less action, clearly.
And a lot less sexuality, a lot less color.
A lot less real fighting. And
I mean, we had Christmas lights in the original.
yeah.
Remember the opera singer? Why does the overweight man sing opera and wear a suit made of Christmas lights? I don't know, but it's cool.
Yeah.
And it was fun. And he was kind of, grapey.
That's true.
This, none of that.
Nothing at all.
So we're out of here. Comment, like, and subscribe. We're going to go out and talk a little bit post-movie, some of the trivia, and what we really hated the most about this movie. So, head on over to Patreon and check us out there.
Yes.
And subscribe here for more sarcastic movie talks. Hate watches, because we seem to do a lot. Modern movies seem to really upset us.
Well, because when you look at, and please look at some of the classic stuff we talked about. Cast a Deadly Spell, you guys need to watch it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What in the world? But you guys will see the difference. You'll understand how these type of movies have weird gaps and everything is really shallow when you think about it versus some of the older movies where it's just bursting with character, bursting with narrative, plot, things to look out for, things to understand. Yeah. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one.
All right, bye.
Refining the movie, give us a change to riff it. Red Sonja Zardos, splitting King in the house, retroactive's gonna break. Long leg on the last dragon. Big time, it's movie time. Here on the split screen, movie time. We bring all the riffing, yes, riffing. Elite just high, Superman can fly. I've given my last drop to the pig on prom queen. It's movie time, here on the split screen. Split screen, it's movie time. We are split screen, we are reviewing the movie. We are refining the movie. Give us a change to riff it. We're changes on.